Hello everyone, welcome to M3 Tesla. We're going to start a new series this year, testing out the Navigate on Autopilot. Today's test will be about 16 miles, supposedly take 21 minutes. I believe there are 2 interchanges and looks like quite a bit of traffic. So we'll see how the autopilot handles everything. At the end of the test, we will rate Autopilot on how well it performed during the test. That way we maybe set a little bit of a baseline for things to come this year. Hopefully as the year progresses and we get new iterations of the software update, Autopilot will only get better and possibly even expand to the city streets. Right now Autopilot only works on the highways from the entrance ramp to the exit ramp. So as soon as I get on the entrance ramp here, I will engage the autopilot and we will let it navigate to my destination. Going to one of the local casinos here today, just for a destination to go to. We'll see how well it does. Feel free to give me your rating of how Autopilot performs at the in the comments. Would be greatly appreciated. It helps out the channel a lot. If anybody has any ideas for some challenges or testing we can do with the Autopilot, let me know in the comments. I'm definitely open for any suggestions for testing out the Navigate on Autopilot or just Autopilot in general. Okay, Navigate on Autopilot is engaged. Looks like our first interchange is right here, so no lane changes. Autopilot is doing all the steering, all of the braking, all of the accelerating, all on its own, hopefully without any interventions. Navigate on Autopilot is only available to the people that have purchased the full self-driving package. Autopilot handled that quite well. That truck wanted to be in the same spot of the lane as Autopilot did, but it let the truck have it. Here is a breakdown of what happened in just a few seconds. The right lane was coming to an end in just a quarter mile. Keep your eye on the pickup truck. The pickup truck decides to change into the right lane. Autopilot had started to make a lane change as the truck runs out of lane and has to return to the lane next to me, and he was in my blind spot. Autopilot detects the truck and bails out of the lane change before hitting the truck. If it had been me making the lane change, I doubt that I would have seen the truck come back into the lane in my blind spot and most likely would have hit the truck. A perfect example that Autopilot can see things that we can't and make the right decisions. Truck finally moved over to the other lane. It looks like Autopilot is being a little bit of a Mad Max there for some reason. our interchange is coming up pretty quick here. Well, that explains why Autopilot was in the wrong lane, and then it corrected itself and went over into the lane it needed to be into to make this interchange. So I must say that's a mistake I may have made myself. So far, I'd have to say Autopilot really is working extremely well. I do have the hardware version 3. Autopilot slowing down pretty good here on its own. It was kind of following the traffic, but now it slowed down pretty good on its own here to make this curve. Actually handled that curve quite well. Car coming up behind us there, another one. Okay, Autopilot has a chance to get over. Handled that quite well with quite a bit of traffic actually. Now I do keep a hand on the wheel at all times, and I am paying attention just to make sure that the Autopilot doesn't do anything stupid, because I am responsible. So if it does something stupid, I did something stupid. It's all on me. As we get closer to our destination, you should be able to see on the display here that the Autopilot will start considering changing lanes by putting a gray line over in the other lanes where it wants to go to. At that point in time, I believe it's pretty much calculating the speed and locations of the other traffic, trying to determine when to make the lane changes. You can see the gray line kind of showing up a little bit there. Looks like we're about 3.8 miles away from our exit, and it has 3 lanes of traffic to cross to be able to get there. So it's starting to think about having to cross over the lanes of traffic to get to where it needs to be. You see the gray line way over on the 3rd lane, kind of showing up and then going away. Okay, now it wants to make its first lane change. There's another Model 3 ahead of us. was pretty good. That guy really didn't want to let us in there, but the autopilot kind of sped up a little bit to get in front of him so he could make the exit. Good job. With the way Autopilot handled the incident with the pickup truck, speeding up to make the exit, and no interventions, I definitely would have to give Navigate on Autopilot test number 1 a 5-star rating. Let me know what rating you would give it in the comments. And that's it. Entrance ramp to exit ramp. Autopilot has finished.